Fearsome Top 5.
Fearsome Top 5.
And let me know if the audio's loud enough. I was kind of struggling with my audio today.
Videos. Number 1. TikTok user Gina Carr frequently posts videos to her account, mostly revolving around her adorable daughter. But mixed within her countless uploads is one that took her followers by surprise. One day while Gina was alone in her bedroom recording a video to show off her new hair extensions, something incredibly chilling was caught in the background.
Oh, does her hat like fall off the wall? Gothy, the video is playing very quiet. For me, it looks like it's loud enough.
As she held the extensions up to her head,
hold on, let me raise it.
By in the background. With her eyes focused on her phone screen, she had no idea.
How's that? Does that sound better?
Or something was right behind her. And if we zoom in and take a closer look, this unsettling figure doesn't look to have a face. Absolutely no facial features.
That is kind of, you don't even see the nose.
Unsettling
it's
detail
creepy.
didn't go unnoticed by the people in her comments.
That's better? Okay, cool.
Completely alone in the house. And if someone was walking behind her, she definitely would have heard the creaking of the floorboards, leaving her no way of explaining this eerie figure or its insanely big forehead.
Yeah, that's got to be the most terrifying thing is not hearing what's behind you and then seeing something later.
That posts lots of videos with her
I see that being very
just
scary.
so happens to have incredible fashion sense. One day in November,
I hate it.
Zari decided to head to a national
the
park
fucking expression
to
of
take
the
her
dog
on a nice long walk. When she arrived, she noticed there were no other cars in the parking lot and assumed she was completely alone as she started her journey down the path. After some time, she randomly decided to record a video, but when she later took a look at this recording, she noticed something that made her hair stand on end.
Literally say, imagine someone's chasing me thinking I'm the only person in this big ass national park because there's no cars. Then I pan behind me and there's this tall black figure. I don't know.
After panning the camera behind her, she caught what looks to be a large black figure trailing in the distance. This eerie silhouette is pure black and easily stands out from the surrounding trees.
I don't know about this one, guys.
Oddly enough, when she recorded
it's weird,
this,
but it's
she
not.
jokingly said, "Imagine someone's chasing me." But little did she know just how accurate that statement might be. And an interesting detail that I just found out is this video was recorded
I'm gonna test my redeems. I had to restart my internet before the stream, so I don't know if they all work.
Phenomenon.
Let's see.
Number 3. Over on the Explorer Returns YouTube channel, a man named Connor travels around and searches for interesting abandoned buildings he can explore. In one of his videos, he set his sights on an abandoned care home. And in the dead of night, Connor cautiously made his way inside, immediately noticing that this building somehow still had power. He made his way through the endless hallways, trying to remain stealthy, knowing that someone else could very well be inside. And as he moved from room to room, he couldn't help but feel like he wasn't alone.
That program's good. I'm gonna start my other program up just to be safe.
That was cutlery.
Just to be safe, because I know when one works, the other one doesn't. Okay, there we go. And it should be all good. The redeems sometimes take time to send. It was saying it was trying to, but it wasn't going through. He looks pretty scared. I'd be too, going into that. Alright, let's try it. Yay! Okay, it works. I cannot imagine going into like a creepy place like this by myself. But it doesn't look abandoned.
Is anyone there?
That's the weird part.
The sound of movement caught his attention, and while he filmed the leaking ceiling, a loud bang came from behind him. Despite being creeped out, he decided to keep exploring, but things only got weirder.
Oh, the ceiling looks like it's caving in.
Stuff. Why are all the lights on like this?
What is this place? Yeah, that's some rotting wood. Oh my goodness. I can just like sense the mold through the screen.
What the f***?
I mean, when they normally work
lights
for
just
us,
went
Coffee, that sometimes it wouldn't be instant. Yeah, sometimes it does that. For me though, it's like instantaneous.
Who's there?
The dripping water sound would drive me crazy if I had to stay there long enough.
Don't f with
You guys love that leaky faucet noise?
Now completely on edge, he almost decided to call it quits, but his curiosity got the best of him. He bravely headed upstairs, but what he caught on camera next even sent a chill down my spine.
This looks like a nursing home of some sort. You know? Or like a facility.
After hearing a bang come from somewhere behind him, he headed back down to investigate. But as he got to the bottom of the stairs, a hair-raising figure was caught. Just a few feet to his right, a black silhouette stood in the darkness,
That is
completely
creepy.
motionless. He
Like,
glanced down
you
the
can
hall
tell
to the
it's not a
left,
person
but didn't
because
seem to
there's
notice
no,
the
like,
figure
depth
lurking
to it.
nearby. This
There's just,
horrifying
like,
close
a
encounter
silhouette
surely
of a
would have
black
sent him
figure.
running had he noticed the being keeping an eye on him. Connor
pretty
then
creepy.
headed back upstairs where he made a chilling discovery.
Someone's been living there.
My God. Have I just stumbled across a homeless person's den?
Yeah.
Is that
I would say
person in
so.
the building? Is
Yeah.
that what I'm hearing? Are they walking around?
You got the wine glass on the bed there.
Oh my God, there could actually well be someone here as well.
How did he not notice that? Like, there's probably someone living in there.
From the look of this room, someone was undoubtedly living inside, meaning the figure seen downstairs was most likely a living person who had been following Connor this entire time. And what he heard
Oh,
next was
okay.
all the proof he
All right,
needed
so that
to know
was a
that he
person.
wasn't alone.
But why would they be standing there like that? That's kind of weird. Like, he wasn't even facing them. Unless he's trying to scare him.
What? Oh my God, that's a voice. Where is that coming from? Where is that coming from? There is someone here. There's someone here. I can hear a voice.
At this point, it's just the camera guy hiding from a homeless person. I don't know what to think of it.
I'm hearing so much back. Oh my. What is going on in this f***ing building?
Is he in the attic? What? He all just falls down from the attic.
I'm frozen, I can't move. I need to get out of here now. I need to get out of here now. I need to get
I would honestly, personally shit myself if somebody just fell out of the attic and I was by myself.
Where's the way out? Where's the way out? Where's the way out? Where's the f***ing way out then?
Oh yeah, he's gone. He's leaving. There ain't no way he's staying in this place.
After hearing voices and unexplainable bangs, what sounds like someone rushing up the stairs sent Connor frantically searching for the exit. And lucky for him, he soon found it and made it out alive.
Alive.
Number 4. A Reddit user named Portia
I guess
that
that's
goes by
one way to
Honey
put
Glazed
it.
Peaches turned to Reddit, desperately looking for answers. Portia lives alone in a second-floor apartment in a city. There's several locks on her door, which is the only way to get inside of her apartment. Every night, she uses a sleep cycle app because she tends to talk in her sleep. But one night in December, this app caught something downright horrifying.
I'm like so put off about putting like security cameras in my house all the time and then just reviewing the footage to see if anything like is walking around my house at night. Because sometimes my cat would get so excited for no reason, like he's playing with somebody, but nobody's here.
At 3:26 a.m., an incredibly strange
makes me
male
wonder.
voice was
Maybe he
caught on her
sees spirits.
app. Between the unknown words this voice was saying, we can hear Portia moaning in response, almost as if she was communicating with someone while she slept. According to her original post, she says, "The voice is incredibly clear and seems to be talking to me, and I'm responding. I don't recognize the man's voice, and I think I detect a bit of some kind of accent. I put what he said into translator apps, but I couldn't figure anything out." The next morning, after checking her apartment, nothing was out of place, and there was no sign that someone broke in. This chilling recording has left her incredibly freaked out, despite how funny it may sound. Number 5.
That's very interesting.
The number of eerie, unexplained sightings in the sky has been steadily increasing. From drones to glowing orbs,
a
something
UFO
profoundly
video?
unsettling is unfolding above us. TikTok user FatMarie89 managed to grab her phone just in time to capture chilling evidence of something unlike anything I've ever seen before.
It looks like a giant snake. Like, it's just a giant line floating in the sky. It's like a drone, like, carrying a snake.
High above the trees, a glowing anomaly eerily floated through the dark sky. This strange object was narrow and elongated, unlike any UFO footage I have ever seen before. At first glance, it's unmistakably obvious that this is neither a plane nor a drone. And here's where things get even weirder. Over on the UFO subreddit, a user called Itzy
it
posted
could be a
video
kite.
that looks oddly similar.
I can see it
Around
being
9
like a
PM
kite,
one
but
night in
I didn't
Brazil,
see a
the
breeze.
same exact
I don't know.
object was seen floating above.
Oh, now it's sideways. It's kind of weird. It could be like a saucer shaped, like on the side. You just can't see the bottom and top, just the lit up parts. But it's moving very slow. It's interesting. It's slower than an airplane, from what it looks like.
Whatever this is, it appears to be the exact same anomaly that was spotted by Marie. And when compared side by side, these peculiar sightings look to be identical. With hundreds of videos just like these showing up online of bizarre objects flying through our skies, I'm getting more and more impatient for these aliens to finally show up, and hopefully take me with them. Number 6. With his sights set on the historic Argo Hotel, Ian from the Midwest Ghost Hunter YouTube channel made his way to the location.
Oh,
Initially
here we go.
constructed as a railroad hotel, it
Oh,
was then
thanks, Nico.
transformed into a sanatorium in 1935. Over the years, many patients
another hospital.
died, and rumors of dangerous experimental treatments ran rampant. The sanatorium was eventually shut down in the 1960s.
Oh, I would never
and
go
has
to a
since been renovated
sanatorium.
into a bed
Never.
and breakfast.
I can't imagine.
A spirit often seen inside
Nico
is of a woman
made.
named
Yeah.
Alice,
You
who
put the
tragically
cat
passed
here
away in the
too.
basement during childbirth.
I guess it works.
People have
It works.
reported hearing her sobbing,
It
and she is
works.
said to wander the hotel and search for her baby. Another ghost seen on the property is of a man wearing a hat who is occasionally seen peering out the windows. After
that's not
nightfall,
creepy.
Ian made his way inside, having the entire hotel to himself. He started out taking photos on his digital camera when suddenly he saw something out of the corner of his eye.
Okay, I don't see anything. still don't see anything.
Hello?
Is that an orb?
There it is again. I see it. It's like right over there. Down that hallway.
I don't know.
Whatever
I don't
it was,
see
it appeared
anything.
over here.
It almost looked like a flash from the camera, maybe. Now you look like a Japanese-made character. Yeah, I do.
Not catching anything in those ones.
Thanks, Nico.
I
Is
swear
that
to
somebody
God, I just
moaning?
heard that right behind me.
It sounded like somebody just kind of like grunting.
Alice, is that you? She's that ghostly woman that they see wandering around.
A ghostly woman.
Alice, was that you I just heard?
Oh, that's not creepy.
Whoa! Whoa! There's something standing right over there.
It's gone.
It was right behind that couch.
That was creepy.
There was something literally standing in that photo. It was like a mist or something. But I'm not seeing it anymore. It's completely gone.
You sipping on ocean water? Yeah. I got my Arizona iced tea.
After catching a disembodied voice, what looks like the ghostly outline of a person was caught in one of his photos. He made his way closer, but what happened next is downright chilling.
Oh man, the fact that he's still not scared.
Guys, she was literally standing right there. He or she or whatever it was. But I have a feeling it's a she.
He's gonna get
'cause I
touched.
heard that voice.
I have a feeling the ghost is
It was
gonna like
high-pitched,
touch
it
him.
sounded feminine. So
It's gonna
I
like
don't know.
smack his hat off his head or
Alice, are you
something, or
standing
pull
over
his
here?
collar. What did it say? Oh, I want my baby.
A distraught female voice was captured saying, "I want my baby." This was eerily specific, pointing to this voice belonging to Alice. Ian then headed towards the bar where the activity began to pick up.
Oh shit. Okay. So it's just getting started.
Whoa. Okay, that just came from in there. Whatever this room is. I just heard a sound. It was this room right here. If that was you, could you make that sound again?
I wonder if that happens like right after he left that room.
Okay. Whoa, I swear to God, I just seen something move over here.
A lot of
Who's
people
haunting
don't
this
know when you're
Are you a
investigating a haunted location,
Looking to
even
have
with
a
the
drink?
lights completely off, you can still kind of see shadows with your eyes at night.
Hello?
And it's hard to tell if you're
Whoa.
looking at an object, but the movement of a shadow would be darker
Just heard
than the
something.
room itself. So it
What about
plays
one of these
tricks on your
chairs?
eyes. That's why he's kind of like,
These
he knows
bar
there's
stools.
movement, but he doesn't know
sounded
exactly
like
where.
one of them moved. I don't know which one.
But it looks like he has a black
If you
light.
just moved one of these bar stools,
He's holding like a weird black light thing.
could you
It's
move it
it's
again?
IR. I think it's called IR, and it helps his camera pick up the textures better on objects.
Okay. What the hell was that now?
I do not like being out at night. It's scary.
It sounded
I don't know. It's
one
not
of these
that. It's kind of
glasses.
calm.
moving around.
Depending on where you are, it could be relaxing.
Okay, this is getting crazy.
I used to go to the ocean at night, and it's very calm.
The sound of glasses moving around him let Ian know that he was definitely not alone. And after hearing movement coming from the dining room, he headed that way. And what he saw next sent a chill down his spine.
The fact that he's still getting activity is amazing. He's just following the ghost.
Noises in here?
Oh shit. He's asking for it. He asked for it.
Did I really just see that?
The cup moved. That's so cool. It didn't knock anything else over. It just moved. My town at night is so dead at midnight that if you're out there late at night, you never know what could happen if you're all alone.
Holy moly.
Well, when I used to go out at night, I used to see the raccoons walk around the streets.
It was like right over here.
Because I'm pretty sure my neighbor was feeding the raccoons.
Right into that.
So if I was out late at night, I would see like little raccoon creatures walking through the streets.
I'm pretty sure I was pointed towards it. Use whatever energy you need to use. You can use my energy.
Oh, now he's giving it permission? That's not going to be good.
Okay. That was a sound. It came from over this way. If that was you, could you do that again?
I wonder if he's gonna start antagonizing the ghost next. Down with the raccoons. Well, the raccoons are nice. They don't do nothing. As long as they're not like breaking into your house, they're fine.
Holy shit. Do sound like something freaking just like rushed across the carpet.
Just think of them as like giant feral house cats. Oh, one killed your cat. Well, some of them are pretty mean, you know. A lot of them are usually pretty nice. Like, if you feed them often, they'll be nice to you. They're just greedy. Like, they'll come by every night and expect food.
What's with that chair? It's like pulled out more than the rest of them. Yeah, holy crap.
I wonder if they're like ducks. Like, you feed raccoons like breadcrumbs and they'll follow you everywhere.
That was pulled out like that.
I've done that once. It's fun, but it's annoying because they don't stop.
Earlier, I was over here when the glass got moved. Let me test out the sound. The sound it makes. Yeah. That is literally what I heard.
From a glass sliding across the table to a chair getting pulled out on its own, an unseen force seemed
He should have put a camera on that table the entire
Later
time.
into the night, Ian headed down to the basement, which is said to be one of the most active areas.
Oh man, not the basement.
While alone in the darkness,
anything but the
something
basement.
seemed to be following close behind.
You know there's gonna be something creepy down there too.
I thought I just heard something in here now. Is there someone in here?
Was that a chair? No, that was the table. That sounded like a table.
It sounded loud. And metal.
Yeah.
Did you just move something in here?
That sounded like a door.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. I know exactly what that was now. It was that freaking doctor's table.
Oh, that makes sense. That is.
Was this one of the
It is like metally, so it would make that noise.
That was used in this hospital? Oh my God.
The ghost is talking to him again. It sounds like crying, doesn't it? I don't like that my Sonic
like,
cup smells like a wet dog.
Down here.
That
literally sounded like a little girl.
I wouldn't trust that.
Voice.
If anything smells like a wet dog, it is not going in my house.
He decided to continue on, but what happened next was enough for him to call it quits for the night.
Like, there was one time I went to a Burger King and I was pouring the fountain drink into my cup and it had the worst smell, so I just poured it out and left.
From this corner.
I don't think they were cleaning out the machines.
Oh God. Those are some freaky dolls. Did you just make that noise? It definitely came from over here.
My grandma bought me the drink, so I can't waste it. You know, it's probably just the plastic.
Would you be able to...
Oh, hell no.
Oh, God.
Shit.
All right, that's it. That's it. That doll just turned and looked at me, and I am done.
So that's what's gonna cause him to leave? That's what's gonna cause him to leave? I mean, that would scare me, but... I mean, if you gone this far, you might as well finish the investigation.
Face in, immediately sending him running upstairs. After seeing this, the investigation was officially done for the night. And I can't blame Ian for throwing in the towel, because this is some scary ass shit. Make sure to follow me on Instagram to hear more from your boy.
He's like, I got my evidence, I'm leaving.
Then make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos like this.
Well, he got what he came for, I guess. Alright, so that's the end of that. Our next video is from Top 5. We've seen videos from them before. They're pretty good.
We've sourced 5 scary videos.
He's a little bit more laid back with his commentary.
From ghostly apparitions and supernatural
yeah, it's definitely the cup smelling funny because I didn't smell it before until now.
Unsolved murders caught on CCTV and skin-crawling nightmare fuel.
Oh,
We're
spiders.
sure these will keep you spooked for the holiday season. Let's get into it. So hit those lights, sit back, and prepare to be scared.
I really like his commentary voice. It's relaxing. It's like one of those old British documentaries where you could just mellow out.
There's something in my house.
I hate spiders, hell.
Well,
Daddy Longlegs are okay. Like, I'll pick them up every now and again and be like, oh, you're so cute.
Inside the uploader's
because they can't bite you.
Home, which they're convinced is haunted.
But they're extremely poisonous,
Check
though.
it out.
Okay, that was the shadow.
After experiencing some unnerving supernatural activity,
it moved back and forth,
which we'll expand on in a minute, Reddit user Silenced set up a series of cameras inside their home, hoping to catch evidence of these ghostly going-ons. At first, seeing only a series of strange orbs moving around the house,
it's like
they checked the camera in the kitchen one morning to see a
it goes almost above that doorway
materialize on the left of the screen before fading away.
And then you see it again.
The uploader believes it's trying to manifest into something more substantial.
Yeah, it's
over
got
the
no
months
shape.
Since Silence moved into the rental home with their fiancé
that's a ghosty,
and
for sure.
14-year-old daughter, they've turned from a once staunch skeptic who had strictly no interest in the paranormal to a full believer, albeit reluctantly.
I'll turn this guy up a little bit. I know it's probably quiet for you guys.
Seeing orbs zip in front of their face, hearing loud, disembodied claps and guttural voices around the property, and even experiencing intense sleep paralysis for the first time. These are just some of the incidents noted.
Sleep paralysis is like one of the worst,
most terrifying
worst things that you could experience.
I was sitting on the couch
Especially
with our
like
cat
if it's like
and
in the
heard
middle of a
loud
sleep,
thump
like when
in
you
the
wake
kitchen.
up and you still can't move.
It wasn't normal, but I went about my business, as I had started getting used to some of the noises. Well, moments later,
You want to know
I
what the
hear in
cure
the hallway
to
the
sleep
sound of
paralysis
someone
is?
creeping up on me.
Having to take a piss.
It's hard to
I'm
explain
pretty
the
sure
sound,
anybody with
but imagine the
sleep
noise
paralysis
of
would
someone
get up
doing
and have
just
to
that,
go.
but it was a little more
Because ain't nothing holding me
distinct,
back.
like someone dragging their feet in socks as they crept towards me. It was very slow. There was nothing at all on in the house, no electronics or appliances. When they called out to whatever it was, the noise stopped, before then carrying on a short while later, creeping the uploader out to the point of them leaving the house and not returning until somebody else was also present.
So what were
The
they
last
scared
update
of?
from Silenced said they were going to have the house blessed, and if this isn't enough to make us move houses, we don't know what is.
But the ghost didn't do anything. Besides the sleep paralysis. I don't know, I'm confused.
Skin crawling nightmare fuel. Our next video is truly one to make your skin crawl and the hair stand up on the back of your neck.
Ghost spiders?
If you don't like insects, we advise you to look away now.
You guys like spiders?
What at first appears to be a small bird's nest or tangle of weeds quickly becomes pure nightmare fuel when touched by the uploader with a wooden stick.
Oh, hell no.
As it reveals itself to be an erupting, crawling, withering mass of falsidae.
Oh, man.
More commonly
I'm never
known
touching grass
as
again.
spiders.
I'm never touching
Just
grass
writing about
again.
this video, we were squirming in our seats as hundreds upon hundreds of spiders crawl over each other.
There was one
in a
time
flood
I went
of
to
spindly
Georgia
legs and
I was
bodies,
near like
paired with the shiver
a waterfall, I think, or like a stream,
like sound of their
and
swarm.
I was collecting rocks, and I lifted one of the rocks up, and there was a scorpion, and there was like maybe 10 or 12 spiders near it. So killed
like
them
a
all.
never-ending horde.
You know, fire's a
more and more of them
wonderful
emerge from this
invention,
kind of
right?
insular
It
hive,
kills everything,
which
gets
the
rid of all
uploader
your
believes
problems.
is their attempt at keeping warm in
Just
the
set
eyes
them all
in the
on
winter,
fire.
to then scurry along the tree trunk in a blind frenzy. So, the next time you're outdoors, be sure to keep an eye on where you place your hands.
You know, that
And if
bush
you
would
feel
burn
a
pretty
tickling
good. You know, you just
sensation,
get the lighter up there
maybe
and just
don't
let it
look,
burn.
just in case.
If I was younger, what I would do is I would
Is
take
this
sticks.
the most
I would make a
convincing
little
Bigfoot
teepee
encounter?
on top of that bush. And I would just
Sasquatch,
light up on fire right
skunk ape,
there, right on top of the
Witico,
nest.
Grassman, swamp monster. The mission to capture convincing footage of the legendary Bigfoot is a topic we've covered many times on our channel over the years.
Oh, another Bigfoot
and
video?
the following clips are definitely up there on that list. The late Robert Lee Dodson was a well-known field researcher and Sasquatch enthusiast, capturing many of his interesting attempts at baiting and trapping the elusive enigma.
I can't tell
on
if
his
he's
YouTube channel,
purposely like
such
downgrading
as
the
the video
quality of the
featured
video
here
to make it
from
seem more mysterious.
2014. Setting up a bait trap of meat and fruit on his property, Dodson hoped to attract a Bigfoot close enough to get a clear glimpse on camera. And at around 9:30
Yeah, you know he didn't
PM,
get a clear glimpse.
seems to
Every
have
Bigfoot
captured
video is
just
blurry as heck.
Using a torch and a handheld camera, Robert was panning across the bait area when an alarming pair of eyes are reflected in the torch's glare.
No, that looks like an owl.
Quickly dipping down out of sight, Robert frustratingly calls,
That looks like an owl. Look
"What
at the
do you
round
keep ducking
eyes.
down for? Damn it!" And then remarks that whatever the hell it is doesn't seem to like the light. As he searches left and right, just for a second, we again see the humanoid eyes staring directly at the camera
No,
and then
that's an
disappearing
owl.
behind foliage.
It had ears and everything.
With a humorous quip of, "Don't try this at home, whatever you do," Robert brazenly rushes towards the potential Bigfoot.
I don't think
meaning
we
to
have
get a
any
closer
owls
view
near where
of
I
whatever
live.
it is.
We have bats, but I haven't
However,
seen any owls.
It appears to have also run off
Maybe
into
they
the
don't like the
impenetrable
cold.
darkness. Just then, a rock is thrown in his direction with some force, perhaps as a warning to back off. And as he turns in the direction it came from, he suddenly glimpses those eyes again. Yet this time, only feet away from him, as it appears to have circled around behind him. Uttering a rather understated, "Oh shit," Robert rushes back towards safety, later analysing the footage and estimating the height of the being at about 8 foot, far too large to be a deer or cougar, as some have suggested.
I don't know, the face looked kind of small.
Oklahoma, the state where Dobson captured the encounter, has been a hotbed of Bigfoot sightings over the last half a century, ranging from howls and knockings on tree trunks to reports of them prowling around campsites and moving equipment, as well as myriad video and photographic evidence. Whilst researching
you know how
the
fun it
phenomenon,
would be to like fly
we
a
also
drone
came
with a
across the
camera on
following
it through a
footage
forest
that we just had
that had
to
like
share
really
with
tall
you.
trees.
Filmed unexpectedly by vacationing couple Wendy and Bill whilst on a hike near Port Renfrew in British Columbia, they spotted a huge hairy creature around 75 feet further down the trail they were hiking. At first believing it to be a bear, naturally they
Bill
stopped
does
to
kind of
give it
look like
space.
he'd believe in a
Yet as they
Bigfoot.
watched, they realised it was far stranger. Describing the encounter, Bill noted that it was acting and moving too bipedal to be a bear, standing upright and with a conical shaped head, as can be seen in the video.
Bill,
And which is
bears
often
can
a
walk on 2
characteristic
legs, you
of
know.
Bigfoot sightings.
I'm just saying.
He further said
That's
there
how
was a
they climb
subtle
trees
but
and
musty
steal
scent
honey.
in the air, interestingly like nothing of any animal they'd smelt before, and that as soon as it moved away, they wisely returned to their vehicle. Analysing the clip, we can see that the fur
I love how
appears
he's
too
gonna say
coarse
it
and
didn't
realistic
smell like any
to be
other
from a
animal
fake
he's smelt
suit,
before,
as the
but he's not
disparity in
gonna
colour
describe
as it
what the
shades
smell
from black
smells
to
like.
greyish white, similar to a silverback gorilla.
He just
would
like
be
it doesn't
both
smell like
difficult
anything I've
and
smelt
expensive
before.
to
But
replicate for the
yeah, I'm
sake
just
of
not gonna
such
tell
a
you what
short
it
video.
smells like.
It's also unnerving to
Maybe
note the
maybe
lack
it smells
of any
like perfume.
birdsong or other wildlife noises, as is usually common in the forest. This is often a telltale sign that a predator is in the area, as wildlife will keep quiet.
Yeah, they
to
always
avoid
say like when
attracting
you see
attention.
claw marks on trees, try to
Let us know
avoid
your
going
thoughts
that
and theories
direction
on these Bigfoot
because that's a
clips in the
very
comments.
territorial thing
And
that
if you've made it
I
this
think
far,
bears do,
you're
and
going to
sometimes like
love what we have in
tigers and
store for
lions,
you
like they'll
on the
scratch
channel.
rocks and shit
But
just to make
first,
sure people
make sure to
back
hit that
off.
notification bell and give this video a like. It really does go a long way, and we appreciate the support. Also, don't forget to subscribe.
Is this
for
the end of the
2
video?
years of good luck
Why are we going
to
back to
keep those
this?
ghosts out of your home.
Okay. Let's just go back to the first video then for a few seconds.
Home intruder or poltergeist?
Ooh,
When
it
the
would be
police
cool to
were
get a
called
cop
out to a
video
potential
on
break-in at a
responding
home in
to a
residential
poltergeist.
The
Like,
last
what do
thing
they
they
do?
expected
Like,
was
what do
to
they do when they show
experience
up and a ghost is
paranormal
like
activity.
terrorizing people?
Take a look.
Yes, my husband, myself, and our 2 kids, but they're out of town right now. They're with his parents.
And how many rooms do you have?
2 upstairs and 1 downstairs.
You think there was ever
we're
an
gonna have to go
episode
and
of
search the house
Cops
as
where
we
they
go.
got a
Yeah,
call
You don't have any, like,
for
pets or dogs or
a
anything?
burglary
No.
or a home intrusion, and
Just
they
stay here, man.
entered the house and nobody was there, but it was actually a ghost?
Police, if anyone's here, make yourself known.
He says it so calmly too.
Anyone inside?
I wonder what it paid to be the camera guy for Cops, to follow the cops around, whether they're whether they're going through a shootout or a car chase, because that has to be like one of the most dangerous jobs. Jesus.
Police. Anyone inside, make yourself known.
You can hear him breathing heavy. He's getting scared. He's looking.
Downstairs clear.
Oh, he definitely heard something. Oh man, he is ready.
Downstairs clear?
Yeah, we're good.
Outside the property at night,
The way
body
he
cam
said that, he's
footage
like,
captures
yeah,
the officers
yeah.
talking with the homeowner upon arrival, as she'd called a 911 after returning home from a shopping trip to find the front door wide open, and feared the perpetrator could still be inside. She informs them there should be nobody else in the house, as her husband and 2 children are away visiting her parents, and they don't have any pets. Entering the house, the police make their presence known and begin methodically sweeping the building for the intruder. In a downstairs bedroom, one officer hears an unmistakable bump behind him, as well as a static-like glitch on his radio, despite seemingly being the only one in the room, a factor he double-checks by opening the ensuite bathroom. As he initially turns around to face the source of the bump, the left wardrobe door looks to be moving slowly, as though just opened or closed. Venturing upstairs,
You can't really
the same
see it
officer's body
moving,
cam
though.
then glitches, before we can see a
It's
bedroom
very
swing
slight.
open as he calls out for whoever is inside to make themselves known. Believing it could be the intruder, he moves forward and enters the room, quickly clearing the corners and sweeping the wardrobe. But creepily, nothing is in there. Caught between intermittent camera and radio glitches, the opposite bedroom door also opens, but again, there's no evidence of anyone upstairs. Just as his partner calls downstairs clear, a frightening flurry of footsteps can be heard right behind the officer, sounding as though someone is
Oh, that's
aggressively
what he
running
heard. He heard
towards him at speed.
footsteps. Okay.
Alarmed, he spins around with his pistol raised, but like before, is faced with nothing but an empty house. Verdict on the clip is split, with some claiming that the body cam nature of the footage lends its credence, as it's unlikely police would fake a ghost video, whilst others believe it's staged due to the too calm demeanour of the police officer during the happenings. Regardless, we're not sure what's scarier, a home invasion with the intruder still lurking on the premises, or a volatile poltergeist manifestation living with you.
That sucks. She has to go back in there after they leave too. Wow.
The murder of Shelby Thornburg. Captured here entering a building on CCTV and then leaving only 17 minutes later on the night of Wednesday, November the 4th, 2015. The casually dressed
2015.
male in the footage had just callously taken the life of 20-year-old Shelby Thornburg and is caught here leaving the horrific scene, unidentified to this day. Born in rural Texas in 1995, Shelby had a difficult upbringing, experiencing traumatic abuse and neglect as well as the pitfalls of numerous undesirable foster homes. Yet, she refused to let this define her. Her older sister, Christina, described her as a loving, very kind and very generous person. The kind who had a good word for everybody. With dreams of becoming a fashion model, Shelby moved to Houston, Texas, finding a dubious boyfriend there and moving into a luxury apartment at the Conquistador. Yet, to fund her aspirations, she became involved in escorting, promising her family that it was only short term, despite their pleas about the inherent
Why would you
dangers.
even bring that up? That's kind of weird.
On the night of the 4th, Shelby was due to meet a client in her apartment.
Oh, that's so
believed
dangerous.
by law enforcement to be the male on CCTV here wearing sunglasses, a grey t-shirt and shorts.
Yeah, that's never a good sign when he's wearing sunglasses indoors.
Upon leaving, the suspect doesn't appear worried or rushed, instead casually walking out of the lobby with his hands in his pockets, as though not a care in the world. When he hadn't heard from her in over 2 hours, Shelby's pimp/boyfriend let himself into her apartment to find her face down in a huge pool of blood.
Damn.
Her throat savagely cut and her body covered in defensive wounds.
Wow.
Initially a prime suspect, her boyfriend was interviewed by police 3 times, yet was ultimately not deemed the killer after his alibi was validated. Despite this footage, now 9 years on, nobody has been convicted for Shelby's murder.
That is insane.
And the case tragically remains cold.
Wow.
Disturbingly, the FBI believes that the suspect is most likely a serial killer who has, and most likely, will kill again.
Yeah, he's got like
his calm and collected demeanor.
Oh, thanks, Nico.
The lack of
he's got like
at the
no
scene,
attitude or
methodical method
reaction
of killing,
to what happened. He just kind of casually strolls out.
Leaving, led investigators to label
Is
him
he smiling
as an
too?
organized
That's fucking
offender.
ugh.
He'd meticulously search for victims online
He's a lunatic.
before selecting Shelby and then traveling to Houston, as they don't believe he was local to the area. Whilst no substantial evidence was left at the murder scene, an unidentified male hair was found on Shelby's body, suspected to belong to the murderer, and Shelby's sister hopes that advances in new genetic genealogy techniques may soon find justice for her little sister's killer.
That'd be crazy if like 30 years later they find him and he's like, I don't know, like in a nursing home and they're like, okay, you're coming with us. And I do hope they find the guy though. That's pretty sad.
On July 20 of 2023, a radio station in South America was airing a live broadcast that left many viewers feeling disturbed.
This one looks kind of familiar.
The footage was broadcast online, so those who tuned in were totally creeped out. In the broadcast, viewers were introduced to a special guest named Antonio Zamudio, who according to the host is someone who's had a history of paranormal experiences. Antonio talks about these experiences, but when he talks about one instance involving a clown doll, the whole studio goes quiet. Viewers could tell that the atmosphere in the room had changed. Everybody was feeling unsettled, and even more so when Antonio showed footage of the clown doll. In the video, Antonio shows a close-up of the clown, which he says was given to him by a family who found it at a garage sale. But after they took it home, things got very strange.
Oh no, you never
They decided
did
to give it
that.
to Antonio, given his experience with the paranormal.
Oh my god.
But one night,
that looks
after
like a
setting up
nightmare
static
fuel
cameras
right
to
there.
record the doll in case anything strange happens, he
Hell
captures
no.
this.
Just gets up and walks. Oh shit. No way. No way.
Somehow, the doll moves on its own. Looking closely, it appears to move by itself at an upright position before running across the room.
Oh my
Understandably,
god.
Antonio was just as baffled as he was terrified. It made sense now as to
What
why the
the
family
hell?
seemed utterly spooked about this doll. Something wasn't right with it. To this day, Antonio says that he keeps it locked up in a glass case, given what happened that night. It's unknown if
The
anything
doll
strange
just
has happened
gets up
since
and
then.
runs?
But until any updates are
pretty
given,
scary.
the question remains, just how exactly did the clown doll move on its own?
The doll just gets up and Naruto runs across the room?
On July 28th of 2024, a certain video was shared among many residents of a town where something quite peculiar had taken place. It happened right outside someone's house at around 7 p.m.
Oh, this is the guy
Those
that
who live
falls
here
back.
had thankfully caught the event on camera via surveillance footage, but the video itself is just part of the reason why neighbors are concerned. Whatever happened here had sent someone to the hospital. It was immediately after knowing this that residents of this neighborhood became terrified. The following is what was captured. Watch.
I still wonder how he like flew back though. Like what the hell actually happened? Look at the dog. The dog's just like, what's going on?
What looks like a flying object appears to strike the man from inside the house. Now it's worth noting that he's okay, but he did need a couple of stitches afterwards. But strangely, he doesn't recall what happened, as the impact was intense. Not much else is known about this occurrence, but like most videos, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions. Just what exactly was caught on camera?
That is insane.
On September 20th of 2020, a father decides to record
it
his
was
two
like
sons
fast,
during a
like
playful activity.
an asteroid,
Both
but
his
it like
kids are
curved
engaged
up
in a
and
playful
hit
wrestling
him, and
match,
then
with each one
disappeared.
trying their best to beat the other. It's
The
a
ghost
tight
had a
match, as it looks
curveball.
like
Yeah,
neither one can
that
win the
ghost
game.
had like a mean
Well,
curveball
that
throw,
is,
didn't
until
it?
one of them gets distracted. It's
Nice to
unclear as
see
to what
you,
he's seeing,
Mecha.
but his full attention is given. In
Mecha
fact,
Gambit.
he's so distracted that his opponent takes this opportunity to beat him. Although capturing his loss on camera, something else was captured that neither of the kid's parents could explain. While looking at the video he took, the father sees this.
Is that a face? What the hell was that? It was like a shadow face. I don't even know what that is.
As the father sees that his son is fixated on something, he points the camera to where he is looking, but he doesn't see what it is that's so captivating. Whether he missed it or it simply was not visible, the camera had caught it. In the closet, a face is captured. But like something out of a nightmare, it doesn't move and stays completely still while seemingly staring at the camera.
That would scare me.
Whatever this is just stays in this corner. But when the father pans the camera to the same spot after turning away momentarily, it's no longer there. Although taken in 2020, there hasn't been any further info on this clip. Yet still, no info is needed to make this footage any creepier.
You can see like the mustache and everything.
While there has
on
yet to be any updates, viewers continue to speculate as to what exactly was inside this wardrobe. Now this next video comes from a man who, while being alone at home, spots something out of the corner of his eye. It happened while being in his living room scrolling on his phone. For some reason, he couldn't shake the feeling that someone was watching him. Paranoia was getting the best of him, as he thought, so he tried his best not to think much of it. But just when he started to ease up, he sees it. A figure standing at his window. He immediately takes out his phone to record it on the off chance that no one would believe him. Now we don't see the figure on camera, but something else happens that terrifies him to his core. This is what he caught.
Okay, look, I'm really tripping out now.
Your apartment, sir, looks disgusting.
And I heard,
like, at least I can see the floor. I can say that much.
I'm freaking out.
Like, you have like paint jars everywhere. I'm pretty sure I saw some flies.
I am tripping. Here's something in his house.
Damn, bro, moving so slow I had to speed him. Yeah. He's moving at like a snail's pace right now. He's clenching.
There's something in here. I'm telling you.
Dude, how many brooms do you have? I've seen like 8 brooms in that one room.
No.
Oh shit.
No. No.
What initially comes off as just a video of someone being paranoid is in fact footage of something completely different. This is made obvious by the sudden movement of kitchen items.
A knife?
But even before that, the man's overwhelming sense of unease makes it clear that something strange is going on. Whatever it might be that's happening, the man hopes to get more of it on camera, and even if he doesn't, then at least he can rest assured that this was captured.
Maybe the ghost was telling him to clean his house.
On the night of October 4th of 2024,
a
young couple
knife.
watch a scary movie that's already been seen by the boyfriend. It's his girlfriend's first time watching the film, and it's exactly how he imagined she would react, completely scared. It's for this reason that he films this video. It would make for a funny clip, but little does he know, this exact moment would be anything but funny. Now, viewers agree that it's already creepy enough that they live in a house filled with clown dolls and other horror-themed items, but what was captured beats any of those things. As they watch this movie, this is caught.
Goes out for blood. This shit filthy as fuck. Clean your place. Yeah, I can see the ghost saying that for sure.
With the Father and the Holy Spirit.
It's not even scary.
It is scary.
It's not.
You killed my mother.
You killed your mother. You killed your mother. You killed.
Yo, okay. The fucking clown on the wall.
What was meant to be a funny clip of his girlfriend's reaction turns into something they would see in their movie. Out of nowhere, the clown doll on the wall moves. Unaware of what just happened, she continues watching the film while the boyfriend remains speechless, as it seems that the doll had come alive.
Was trying to scare
While
the
some think that
girlfriend.
the film had something to do with this, the couple believes that something else was responsible. As it turns out, they live across a cemetery that's quite literally down the street from them.
Earlier in the video,
following is the girlfriend's footage.
we watched a video of a clown doll that was sitting down, get up, and run across the room. The scariest shit I've ever seen.
Okay, so I thought I'd show you that I actually do live across the road from a cemetery.
Hell no. Yeah, that's what I'm
This
saying.
stuff doesn't scare me, but the clown kind of did.
So then, according to viewers, it's no wonder why the doll had come alive. It only makes sense that watching a scary movie near a cemetery would lead to this. But as always,
are they gonna
you be
throw
the
up the
judge
doll?
on whether or not this was paranormal.
I
Just
would.
what exactly had occurred that night.
Or take that doll to a
man
church
from
to get
Poland is walking through a
baptized
secluded
or
forest
something.
when he finds an abandoned house. However,
Exorcise
there's something about
the
this place that
spirit out
doesn't
of
seem
it.
right. Oddly, for some reason, the owners of
ghost,
this house
y'all
had left
ruined
most of
my
their stuff
sleep. I'm
behind.
disturbed.
It's as if they had left in a hurry.
Listen, we're just getting started.
Not sure as to why there were still things inside, the man walks around with caution, thinking that someone might still be there. But as he checks out the place, things take a terrifying turn. Watch.
Oh my god, please take me to the other house. This one looks even worse. Oh my goodness. There's no counter space and you can't see the floor. That's how you know the activity is going to be rampant. The ghost is pissed. Where's the ghost going to sit? Oh, please tell me this place is abandoned. This place has to be abandoned. Nobody's living in this pile of crap hole. Oh, this place looks so messed up. Is that cobwebs? in the corner. That's the scariest shit ever. Like an entire wall just blank and then just one photo of like a wedding couple. Go gadget flamethrower. You know, we could have used the flamethrower for the spiders earlier. Oh, thanks, Nico. Yo. Don't be doing that. Don't. It's time to leave. It is time to leave. Don't stay. Yeah, he jumps out. Yep.
Out of nowhere, the house comes alive. Things move on their own, and a musical box begins to play by itself. Although we don't know the property owners' names, their pictures can be found throughout the house. But whoever they were, they must have left the place at once for obvious reasons. It's unknown where this house is located,
but
given what happened in this
down.
video, there's no need for an address. Whether actually haunted or not, the setting of this place is creepy alone. But of course, let me know your thoughts on this one.
That's wild. To think that a lot of these places are just abandoned,
Three
and they
friends are
have
alone
like
at
a
home
bunch of
when
stuff
one friend
in them.
decides to call their mom after something scary had occurred.
Music boxes are terrifying. Yeah, I didn't see the cross till the second time too.
Calm, quiet, keep the door locked. Alright, do not go out of the room whatsoever.
All three friends are locked up in this room, and for good reason. Earlier, they heard a loud crash from downstairs and other noises emanating from all over the house.
Oh wow.
They had thought someone had broken in, which is why the police were called.
Did it sound like glass? Was it metal? What did it sound like?
I thought it was just like a big thud and then...
So you heard glass shatter?
Yeah.
Now this is where things start to get strange, because apparently, after searching the whole place, the police found no signs of forced entry or any clues to suggest that someone broke into the house. With no indications of any trespassers, the police leave the property.
Yeah,
However,
it's like,
after
what
watching
can they
the footage
do if they
recorded by
can't
one of the
find anything,
the teens
you know?
noticed something very alarming. Before the police arrived, all three friends decided to investigate the noises and presumably take matters into their own hands if needed. But during this time, something happens that prompts the friend who lives in this house to pack his things. They were spooked, to say the least. This is what they caught.
Okay, it's fine. Okay. Okay.
Alright, I'll see you soon. I love you.
I love you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
15 minutes later. So this is like what, 15 minutes after the cops left? Grab the 45, we're gonna go clear the house. Oh shit, is the chandelier moving? They live in a really nice house. Always the most creepy. Yeah, when lights flicker and move around, it's kind of creepy. It's always like the first sign that you know that something's not right is when the lights are messing up. He's got a hockey stick. What did they find?
Apparently, one of the friends had noticed something moving in the dark. Although we don't see it on camera, something else is seen that none of the friends had noticed until watching this video much later. In case you missed it, this is what was caught.
What? Wait, what was that? Was that a leg? I think that was a leg. I saw something. Oh, it's like something running upstairs.
Eerily, something can be seen moving behind the railing. In a swift motion, this mysterious object passes by without making a sound. It almost seems to be floating, given how it seemingly glides. But by far, the creepiest thing about this
interesting.
is that a face can be made out.
Why am I
It's
watching
hard to
this
see at
at
first,
12?
but watching this again, certain
Listen,
features that a
that's the
face would
best
have
time
can be
to
seen
watch
briefly.
these videos.
Its uncanny motion and closeness to
When
the
you're
ground
when you're
have led the
so
group
like
to believe that a
ready
ghost was
to
caught
go
on
lay
camera.
down, but you're
To
not
them,
tired
it
enough
looks
to
as
go to
though a floating
sleep.
head had passed by. If only they had seen this before the police arrived. As they state, who knows what they would have said about this. While the supposed shadowy figure they saw was enough to scare them, this would have definitely scared the living daylights out of them. As always, let me know what you think down below. At around 9 a.m. on a Monday morning, a teenage girl named Mildred Neva wakes up to find her dog snuggled up on her blanket. Rarely does her dog ever do this. For once, her dog has finally chosen to nestle up in bed with her and her sister, who both share the same
when
bed.
they wake up first thing
Although
in the
initially
morning,
caught off guard, she
like when the
proceeds to
sun
grab her
lights
phone
out.
to record this moment. But as she records, something happens that leaves her extremely terrified. After looking closely at the
I've
footage,
never seen a ghost
she saw
video
it.
happen at like 7,
This
6
is what she
a.m.
caught.
Is something moving in her closet? The dog knows something's up. Whoa, what was that? Oh shit, there's a face. No, I don't like that.
According to viewers, it now makes sense as to why her dog had suddenly decided to snuggle up in bed. Either someone or something was in the room. The only other person inside was Mildred's sister, who was lying in bed beside her. But whoever, or whatever this might have been, is completely unknown to
That is
Mildred.
unsettling
They
as
just
fuck.
seem to appear out of nowhere before vanishing in less than a few seconds. This definitely spooked Mildred, but it's the zoomed in screenshot of this clip that keeps her up at night.
Wow.
As many viewers have noted, something about this image makes them feel immensely uneased.
Hell
Just
no,
who
man.
or
I'm
what
jumping
was
to throw
this?
hands. You know, we were watching this Chinese
August
guy.
27th
He
of
was like
2024,
throwing
a store
chairs at the
manager watches
ghosts and
footage
shit,
of something that happened
and
earlier
that's
while
his way of
sounding pretty
warding
nervous.
him off, and it didn't
He
work.
immediately ran to his computer to pull up the video
Just
and
ramped
save
up
it,
the
just in
activity
case
to
no
the
one
point
believes
where
him.
he had to leave.
Something happened as he was unpacking boxes, and he knows that he caught it on camera.
This is
in
why I
fact,
stay up at
many
night.
things happen in this footage, but it's what happens towards the end of the video
we
that
stay up
terrifies him greatly.
late at night to have fun.
Ever since then, he's been watching his back, hoping that it doesn't happen again. The following is the store manager's footage. Watch.
Single night.
Oh, this is the
Putting
one with
things
the
away
box
from the
falls.
box. All right, now watch. I want you guys to focus on this area right here. Okay? Hold on, let me speed this up a bit.
They haven't got the first clue on how to use it.
Is he watching a movie?
Watch.
If you have the doctrine right and you stow it on a shelf in your closet and do not
Sounds like he's watching some sort of a movie.
Boom, you see that? I'm gonna get back here for you guys to give you a better view. Look at that. And I'm just like tripping, like, what?
You know, I've had to close stores by myself, and I
but
kind of get where this
Pay
guy's
attention to this
coming
area
from.
right here.
I can grant that they
Watch.
That ghost was like, "What are you looking at? I sleep here."
But so what? It's not what I asked you.
Yeah, that ghost looked confused as the person
Is that
filming it.
you?
The ghost wanted to
Look,
get some Z's
look.
and sleep.
I'm here by myself. Nobody's here. It's just me.
Man, I couldn't imagine
See
being
that?
by myself in a big store like that.
Come out. I'm not afraid of you.
Nah, I gotta be getting paid extra for that shit. Right?
Is that you? That threw down the box earlier?
What do you say I'm not afraid of you? Halloween costumes?
Come on out. You don't scare me. Come on out, pussy.
Oh?
Always trying to mess with me.
Antagonizing the ghost already? Man, he is ready. He's ready to throw hands.
Oh,
This is the moment where you hook your phone up for the Bluetooth on one of those speakers back there and start playing ghost noises.
No. Let me see. Hold on. Where am I? I'm here. Where am I going? What's it? Look, there I am, right there. Look, you see that?
Oh,
see
something
that?
grabbed his hair.
Nah.
Oh, shit.
Nah.
Wow.
As if the store manager wasn't already spooked, this happens. Recorded by the camera pointing at the side entrance of the store.
Yeah,
is
he
this,
pissed off that
the manager's
ghost.
hair lifting on its own.
He
or better
deserves
put,
it.
getting tugged by something unseen. It's the sudden yank on his hair that sends him running in a panic frenzy, making him think that someone was messing with him. But upon watching the security footage of this incident, he sees that no one was behind him. If no one was there, then whose forceful pull did he feel? While some viewers believe that this might have been the ghost he was calling out, others don't know what to think. To the manager, however, he knows exactly what this was and believes it's the same entity that's been messing with his store. But of course, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions.
Man, can you imagine,
was a
like,
ghost caught on camera?
telling that to
or had something else happened to
like,
explain this incident?
Yeah, we got a ghost
Let me know what
that's
you
like
think down
stealing
below.
stuff and knocking shit over at night. And scaring away our customers.
At around 3 in the morning, a truck driver is heading northbound on the I-57 when suddenly he begins to panic. Something had just appeared in his field of vision, and whatever it was, it made him feel terribly disturbed. The person driving is known as Ken McGill, and throughout all his road trips and delivering goods, nothing as unsettling as this has ever occurred. Not sure what he saw, he pulls to the side of the road and reviews the footage captured by his dash cam.
You never get out of
Looking
a
at the
car
video, he
if
was
you see a
glad to have
ghost
pulled
on the
over
side of
far
the
away
road.
from what he'd seen.
It's like one of the worst things
This
you can
is
do.
what he caught.
They're so good, but unsettling. Yeah. Oh, damn.
Out of nowhere, a person dressed in white appears close by. They almost seem to come out of nowhere before leaving out of sight. It happens quickly, but not so fast that it's overlooked. Ken is no doubt thankful that he caught this, but he's also completely terrified. And for good reason. Only a day later after posting this video, an accident had occurred at this exact spot. Reports indicate that those involved in the accident saw a lady dressed in white in the middle of the road, causing them to swerve their car to avoid hitting her. However, when interstate police looked at security footage that caught the event, they only saw the car swerving and crashing, but not the lady they claimed to have seen.
Oh.
It appears that they swerved for no apparent reason. While those in the accident swear that they saw a woman, Ken believes that something supernatural had appeared. Whether ghost or not, this whole incident continues to baffle him.
That's creepy. Oh my goodness.
In the following video, a nurse working at a hospital decides to go inside a room where many doctors and nurses are afraid to be in. The room in question is located on a floor that, according to rumors, is haunted.
That a lot of
it isn't
people
known
are
if the
afraid
rumors
to
are
go
true,
into.
but apparently, after what was
Every
captured,
hospital has
it may be the case that something
room.
truly strange is
And
happening on this
doctors
floor.
don't talk about it,
On March
but
9th
it
of
exists.
2021, a nurse known as Shanae Richardson pays a visit to the
hospitals.
floor in question. On this floor, there's a hidden room that for some reason is blocked off from access. So, one night, Shanae decides to enter this room. She had gained access by asking a custodian to open it for her. But little did she know, this was a bad idea. Watch.
Oh no.
So everybody wants to see what's behind the door, so I'm back and I'm going to show you what's finally behind this door, okay? Alright, so one more time, this is everything that's wrote on the door behind this door in this hospital, and it's been unlocked, so I'm going to go inside. I'm scared.
They just straight up wrote "Do not open" all over that door. And this bitch is about to go in there.
It happens quickly, but in case you missed it, here it is again.
Oh, was that a head?
It now makes sense as to why Shanae had suddenly shut the door. Out of instinct, she had backed away upon seeing what looks like a face staring at Shanae from a distance.
Oh wow.
Its disembodied head seemingly stays in place without moving an inch. Or at least, it seems like that, because apparently, viewers claim that the head can be seen moving for just a bit. She wasn't exactly sure what she'd seen, but whatever it was, it prompted a sudden urge within her to leave the space immediately.
They just have a severed head in that room.
That she saw what it was. Not much else is known about this incident or what occurred afterwards, but until there's an update, this incident remains a mystery.
I could never. I wouldn't be working there that much longer after seeing that.
In this next video, two friends are exploring an abandoned paper mill with extreme caution. Aside from the fact that the old mill has potential hazards all around, there's another reason why both men are treading carefully. Rumor has it, the old paper mill is haunted. Now both friends are known as Kenneth and Justin, and they've set out to explore a place where residents have either seen or heard unexplainable things. One resident recounts a time when he and his friends saw something pretty creepy.
Yeah, most definitely. The paper mill's haunted as shit, because I went there the one night, me and my buddies. We all went over there, and we were drinking a little bit, but yeah, my buddy caught it on camera that like something ran behind us.
No kidding.
On Snapchat, like he caught it on camera and everything.
Dude, I'm gonna be down there.
Now there's a lot more stories from others who live near the mill, but the reason Kenneth and Justin are visiting the place is not because it's haunted, but rather to see what's left of it. This is a hobby of theirs, and the old paper mill in Austin, Pennsylvania is on their list of places to explore.
A ghost would be the least of their worries. They look like they're about to like break their neck on some bricks.
Both friends are exploring the old mill when they find a dark space beneath the building.
So unstable.
They head down and capture this.
Hold on, I want to get that lower, closer down here.
There's a bone on the beaver dam there. Good.
Holy shit.
See it right there?
What is it?
A bone.
A chicken bone.
I don't see it. Oh, it is.
Is that a chicken bone?
What the fuck? Holy smokes.
Is a ghost singing back?
What was that? Hello?
Oh, damn.
Yep, no more of that.
Did you hear that?
Oh, yeah.
What was that?
That was like a female voice. What the fuck?
All of a sudden, a disembodied voice is heard from the darkness. Both men, upon hearing this, run away in a frenzied manner, as it seems that someone or something
I mean,
had
that's
responded.
what he gets for like
It
walking
almost
into a
sounds as though
room and
child
start
had
singing
responded
to the
them.
ghost.
But assuming this was an actual kid, the question arises, what's a child doing in a dark cellar of a building that's been abandoned for years? Now, nothing strange happens afterward, but throughout the trip, you can for sure tell that they were left disturbed. Just who, or even what, had been there?
Oh, it's a child's
voice. They have no
voice.
idea,
Okay.
and they don't plan on ever coming back to find out. In this next video, a child is getting ready to go to school when something very strange happens. It was on a Monday at around 7 a.m. that this happened. He was packing his lunch for school at a time when no one else was awake. It was just him, alone downstairs in the kitchen. This is where the mother claims to have heard her son screaming out of his lungs in the most gut-wrenching manner. The video captures this, but there's also something else that's caught that no one in the family could explain. This
I'm better,
is their
bitch,
footage.
said the ghost. Right? The ghost is like, I have a better voice than you. Ooh.
A voice with perfect clarity is heard on camera.
Is that
The mother's
Siri?
son claims that it came
Or
from the
Alexa?
kitchen, yet no one had been downstairs during this time. The whole space was empty apart from her son being there, but as it seems, he wasn't alone. Now this whole incident gets even creepier when listening to the story provided by the mother. According to her, this is what happened after her son came bolting into the bedroom upstairs.
He said that he heard a voice coming from the cabinets that said to him, "How did you find me?" When he dropped his noodles, he ran upstairs, came busting in my room, telling me to get mine because somebody was in the house. We started hearing footsteps. I mean, big, heavy feet coming up the steps.
As she states, the sound of footsteps going up the staircase was heard just moments after her son came running into the room. Everyone else had been inside the room, so she had no clue as to who was on the staircase. Either someone was actually
That's
there,
weird.
or, as many believe, something beyond comprehension had paid them a visit. Whatever the case might be, her son's guttural scream will stand out as the most horrifying part about this
I
incident.
wonder if they caught those footsteps on camera too. Because the video just pretty much ends
In this
there.
next video, two friends are chatting inside a car when they immediately go
valid
silent
response,
upon noticing
kid.
something strange in a
Listen,
building nearby.
I'd be scared too. Just a little bit. What the hell?
Now, the first half of this footage doesn't really show anything peculiar. All that's seen is someone who, for some reason, is walking back and forth in the privacy of their own home. Although spying on someone who they don't know is already strange enough, it's the following
Right.
detail that both friends find very strange. Whoever this is pacing in a way that they've never seen before. They don't seem to be walking, as they mention. Watching closely, they continue to record, when suddenly, they see this.
Damn, that's fast. What? I don't know what to think about. Like, I have no idea what's going on. Sit down. Listen, the dog knows. The dog knows exactly what's going on.
Just when they thought that things couldn't get stranger, this happens. Out of nowhere, the person inside this building begins to pace back and forth, but extremely fast. It almost seems a little too fast for anyone to be able to do. The two friends watch in disbelief, feeling creeped out by this eerie sight. Whoever, or whatever this might be, appears to be moving at a speed beyond human capacity. While there has yet to be an update as
That
they plan
is
to reach
weird.
out to the supposed person who lives there,
If
both
you
friends remain unsure
look
as to who or even
it goes
what was caught
behind
on
the curtain
camera.
sometimes. It doesn't just show a shadow.
If you caught something creepy on camera,
You know,
or if there's any ghost videos you'd
Now
like
that
me
you
to
think
check
about
out and
it,
include
if
in the next
something like an
compilation,
object
you
was
can send
moving
them over
that
to
fast, it would affect the curtains by the wind draft.
gmail.com. That being said,
And the
let's
fact
get
that
back
the
to the
curtains
video.
didn't move when it was doing that makes me feel like it's something like
Now,
that's
the
not
following
physically
video was submitted
there.
to me by someone who wishes to remain anonymous. They further mentioned they took this video in 2017 with an old phone, which might explain why the footage
Yeah,
isn't of the
it's
highest
making
quality.
zoomies.
But HD or not, the
Just
video
like my
was still
cat, my
pretty
cat-
disturbing.
my cat gets zoomies
It was
like
during
that
a video
too.
call with someone that they caught this. They state that the person they were talking to wanted to see the mess inside their godmother's house, as apparently it was
Oh
pretty
my
messy.
goodness, what is
but
with these
unbeknownst to
houses and
them,
looking like
it wouldn't just be the
garbage,
mess inside
like
this house that
landfills?
scares them, but rather something else. This is what was caught.
Listen, if you don't clean your house is
She's
going
a
to become haunted.
straight hoarder. You should get this when I get home. Like, watch. She's got problems. Can you see this yet?
Oh my goodness.
You can't see this yet, can you?
The camera quality doesn't make this video any
I
better.
think so.
No, it
Hold
doesn't.
on. She's got, I don't know.
What was that?
She's got a lot of money. She's just, like, she's really cheap and she keeps everything. This is her house.
No, I can't. It says that it's interrupted.
Like, she keeps everything. She's really well off, too,
Holy
but...
shit.
It happens quickly, but in case you missed it, here it is again.
Hold on.
Oh, I wasn't even looking there.
She's got a lot of money. She just... Like, she's really cheap.
Was that
and
part of
she
the
keeps
couch?
everything. This is her house.
Like something out of a horror movie, a pale-like face is seen floating in pitch darkness before disappearing. It appears for only a few seconds, during which the face can be seen moving. It's easy to miss the first time, but watching this again, it looks as if its head is turning towards the camera. It seemingly stares directly at the person recording, as if letting them know that they're watching. Not sure as to what was captured, the man who took this writes that the face shares a faint resemblance to his godmother's ex-husband, who passed away in this house.
Oh, wow.
He passed in 2001, but ever since then,
there
strange
for
things
so
have
long.
happened. While some believe that
sure
this
to
may
get
have been
my
his
good
spirit,
side.
others believe that something else was captured.
Yeah, that's not a good
Regardless,
sign if it's
whatever
like
had been there has yet to be
sitting
known.
there for a long time.
But as always, let me know your thoughts on this one.
Listen, I thought I saw something else in the hallway, but I guess
In the
nothing was
following
there.
clip, a man is in his basement after having heard a strange noise.
Like I was saying earlier,
Back off, Ghost. Yeah.
Now the man already knows
Teach it
that
who's
something
boss.
isn't right
Tell
with
us
his
to back
basement,
off.
which is why he takes this video. Ever since moving in, both he and his family have been experiencing a plethora of inexplicable happenings. But luckily, this time, he was able to get something on camera. The year is 2017, and with only a few months living there, he can already sense that something strange is about to happen.
That's like the perfect time
He gets his
frame to
phone
move
and
into a new
captures
place
this.
and start dealing with activity. Like after like the 2.5 month period.
That's freaky stuff right there, man.
That sounds like a can. Yo, okay, that is not a natural occurrence. He looks frustrated. Or he sounds frustrated.
Boy, here we go with the door again.
He doesn't look scared, he just looks annoyed. Bro sounds tired of this ghost shit. He's about to slap a motherfucker, okay?
It's creepy. So that door always swings wide open and it stays open. It doesn't ever.
How does this guy get any work done with this ghost doing this?
There you go. Let go of it.
Like, that's his workshop, and he's got to deal with the ghost knocking
this isn't
stuff
something
over.
new to the man. This occurrence doesn't scare him, but he still finds it pretty baffling, and he finds it even more so when considering that the door that just opened is extremely heavy. According to him, he can barely open it himself, despite being quite big.
Oh, wow.
Now with happenings like this, one can totally understand why he and his family have left this place. Although taken in 2017 and living somewhere else now, this footage continues to baffle him
I guess
to this
that'll
day.
do it. He just got too pissed off and just left. He's not gonna deal with the ghost anymore.
On the night of March 5th of 2024, a young girl is wide awake at a time when she should be asleep. Despite being past her bedtime, this doesn't stop her from playing with her toys. Throughout the night, she remains awake while keeping herself engaged in imaginary play. But little does she know, something unexpected would interrupt playtime. According to the child's mother, the family has been on edge ever since watching the footage recorded on their daughter's security camera. It's around 11 at night when this is captured.
11 p.m. at night. If that doll blinks in the corner, I swear to God.
Can I play with you? Hey, can you play with me? Sure, I'll play with you. As long as you'll play me, yeah.
Alright, so far it's pretty normal. Oh, damn, there's like a light coming from underneath her bed. That's kind of cool. E.T.'s hiding underneath her bed. It had to have been pretty bright for her to see that it was underneath the bed like that. What a brave kid. She's just being dragged under the bed. What the fuck? Yo. Listen. Listen. Like, I don't even know what to say to this. This is like a horror movie.
Let's go.
The ABCs are playing in the background still. I don't like this. It's still going.
It's no wonder that the mother has kept her daughter away from this room. From a toy lighting up on its own and strangely playing the same song the child hums, to seeing her getting dragged under the bed in a seamless motion, the family is extremely concerned for the safety of their children. They believe that something had lured her using a toy. Although it isn't certain if the mother had asked what her daughter had seen, she's made sure to lock the room after seeing this.
Wow.
But only a few days later, she does this.
There's more?
So I've been getting a lot of questions. People have been asking me, have you been in the room? Have you guys looked under the bed? No, we haven't.
You don't check under the bed?
We haven't been in the room in the last 2 days. We've been a little scared.
What? That's where the monsters are. You always check under the bed. I thought it was gonna move. Oh god, that's a Barbie doll. That's so... Seeing that at nighttime would be freaky.
I should not be this scared right now.
Why is the mother more scared than the daughter? That's kind of... Can't see anything.
Oh my god.
That's the other kid though.
As if checking under the bed wasn't already scary enough, she captures this, a creepy looking doll hidden below the mattress. She continues to record when suddenly
that a doll? It looks
doll
like an
begins
actual
to move.
person.
Now it's a bit hard to see at first, but after looking again,
Oh
its
no, it
head
is a
can be seen
doll.
shifting ever so
Look at the
slightly.
fingers, they don't move.
It's as if it knows it's being seen. Immensely terrified, the mother bolts out of the room in a panic frenzy.
Yo.
Naturally, she's kept the room locked ever since then. While it isn't known if anything else had occurred outside of the room, the mother continues to post updates giving her thoughts on the whole situation.
I thought that was a kid,
but currently, the
now
question
that I
on the
think
parent's
about
mind
it,
remains unanswered.
if it was one
Just
of the
what
kids,
exactly
it would
had
be
dragged the
much
child under the
bigger
bed?
than what that doll is. The doll's probably really small. It did, yeah, but the doll had to have been small because the bed
Now
is
the
small.
following video comes from an online streamer
If it was
who,
one
while
of the
doing a live
kids, it would
stream,
take up
caught
like
footage
half
of
that
something that's left
area,
viewers totally
you know?
spooked. It was more than a few years ago when this happened, but even to this day, this clip remains baffling. Now the clip itself comes from a live stream in which Ari, the online streamer, was getting groceries for the week. Live streaming out in public is something that she occasionally does
Oh,
before
that's
ending her
cool.
streams at home.
Going like mall shopping
However,
on
it was
on
inside
live
her
stream?
house where this occurrence took place.
I
Only
wish
a
I
couple
could do
hours
something
before
like
ending her
that.
live
Just take
stream,
my camera,
Ari
walk
chats
around
with
the
her
mall.
audience while cutting up some fruit from her grocery haul. While chatting with the viewer, she's told that someone is right behind her.
Oh hell no.
Thinking that perhaps they were trying to scare her, she shrugs it off. But as the stream continues, something happens that scares the living daylights out of her audience.
Dicen, la niña de atrás que no hay niñas atrás, dejen de querer
There's something in that
asustarme.
window.
La niña de atrás que no hay niñas atrás, dejen de querer asustarme.
What is that? Is that a Teletubby?
In the background,
It looks like
someone
a
else is briefly
Teletubby.
seen. This was strange, considering that Ari lives alone. Yet, it appears that someone else had been there.
What is
According to
that?
viewers, this supposed person looks like a child. Looking closely, it
Oh,
appears
okay,
as if
that's
a
the
little
head.
girl had popped into view before
A
quickly
Teletubby.
hiding away.
I don't know. It looks like a
Again,
head with
Ari
something
had
on
no
top of
idea
it,
as
like
to
a
who it
little
was
like
that they saw.
squiggly
She had
thing.
thought they were trying to scare her, but after looking at this clip, it became clear that
Doesn't
they
it
weren't
look
playing
like
around
one?
with her.
I don't know. I'm going
Someone or
crazy.
something was in fact right behind her. Not much else is known about this clip or what occurred afterward, but even if no context is given,
Listen,
the clip alone
no
is
other
enough to make
noise would be
viewers
scarier
unsettled.
than a Teletubby's
So
giggle.
then, just who or even what was caught on camera? On September 27th of 2024, a woman named Jalen immediately grabs her phone to record something on camera. It isn't often the case that this happens, but tonight it occurred once
Oh,
more.
big surprise, another
Jalen
person
had
who
been
hasn't
lying in
cleaned their
bed while
house.
doing work on her laptop when something noticeable appeared from the corner of her eye. Now, given that this incident took place at her grandparents' house,
I'm
a
starting
place
to think I'm
abundant with
watching the
numerous
wrong
vintage
program.
items,
Guys,
she
we're
finds it
watching
unsurprising
Hoarders.
that this happened. Some of these items, as she believes, could be cursed or haunted. But even if they weren't, she would still be afraid of coming back to this place, and it's all because of this incident. The following is her footage. Watch.
Oh, I remember this video. This one's actually kind of creepy. Presenting our newest show, Haunted Hoarders. I don't know why anybody would want to collect weird, creepy dolls for their house.
This thing just moved.
He looks like a modern day Abraham Lincoln. I'd burn all the dolls. I don't know. I'd probably burn something like this one. This one looks kind of. I don't like that one.
Boy, all the talking heads would have been screaming about the Dallas Cowboys and sticking the fork in this organization. So again,
Oh, this isn't a house. This is like a museum. Okay. It still looks pretty dirty. My grandmother gave me glass dolls. Well, those are fine. I'm talking about those really creepy looking porcelain ones that look all messed up. Is there a story behind that doll? There's a bed. I think she lives there. I can't tell. This might actually be a house.
The door just moved.
I like the floor though. The floor looks pretty nice. It's got that old wood finish. Makes it look like a cabin. But why put the doll there? That's what I don't understand. Why is he at the foot of the bed like that?
Are you real?
He all just gets up and
You
walks.
can do it again. I won't watch.
Oh shit, the hand's moving?
It was at this point that Jaylen knew that what she had seen earlier wasn't just in her head, but rather something real. Somehow, the mannequin begins to move.
It looks like he's about to tell
Only
me a
moving ever so
story of
slightly,
the old
the mannequin
times.
seemingly comes alive. But
Yeah,
strangely,
he's about to
it's
tell
only
you
when
about the
Jaylen isn't looking
American
directly at the doll.
Revolution and
It's as if it's trying its best not to get caught
about
by
the
being
old
very
days.
subtle. However,
The
seeing
days
that a
that
mirror was
were
catching its
simple.
reflection, she tricks it into showing itself move. Now, there is something else about this video that viewers have noticed. Whether a coincidence or not, viewers can't help but think that the balloon and the door closing on its own played a role in diverting Jaylen's attention, almost as if they were meant to prevent her from seeing the doll. It is strange how both objects intervened whenever she tried seeing it, but despite their efforts in obstructing her view, she finally catches it. So then, the question is begged, just how exactly did the doll move on its own, and was it merely a coincidence that things were trying to block her view? Like most videos, there has yet to be a definitive answer to this question. But as always, let me know what you think down below.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, guys.
The following video
I wouldn't
comes
be
from
caught
Edgar
dead
V,
having
and
something
in
like
this
that
footage,
around me.
Edgar is recording a toy mirror that belongs to his daughter.
I know this video.
She's
This
been
one's
playing
real
with this
creepy.
toy ever since Edgar's neighbor had given it to his family. They've had this toy for quite some time, but as of recent, they now think it's best to get rid of it. Edgar says that just a few nights ago, he was passing by his daughter's room when he heard her talking to the mirror. It sounded like she was having a full-blown conversation with someone else. Now, it should be noted that this mirror does actually talk.
I think I'm
It
gonna
would
go
say
before shit
pre-recorded
start
things
going
like
off the
hello
rails.
or
Yeah,
hi,
this
I'm the
one's
magical
kinda-
mirror.
this one's
But this
really
time,
scary
it
in
was
my
saying
opinion.
things that didn't seem pre-recorded.
This one will
From
keep you
odd
up all night.
responses to creepy questions, the toy seemed almost alive. In this short clip, Edgar and his wife interact with the mirror.
Hola, bienvenido al Castillo de los Sueños del Espejo Mágico.
¿Cuál es tu nombre?
Yo soy Jessie, la princesa más bella del Castillo de los Sueños del Espejo Mágico.
¡Qué tierna eres!
Nosotras seremos mejores amigas.
¿Tu personaje favorito?
Si papá pregunta, mi favorito es mi papi. Si mamá pregunta, yo responderé que la que más me gusta es mi mami. Y si tú me preguntas, te diré que el que más me gusta eres tú. Soy una niña muy inteligente.
That is creepy.
Now, viewers couldn't help but notice how quickly the toy responds. According to some, it seemed a little too fast for an average toy like itself. Some have even pointed out that it shouldn't be speaking, as they themselves have this exact toy, but theirs doesn't talk or say anything like Edgar's. It's for this reason that the family decided to store the toy inside their shed.
Damn.
Over time, though, Edgar's
Hope you
children
have
would
a
come in
great
and mess with the
night. Time
toy.
to escape.
From scrapping
Yeah, have a
it to
great
beating
night.
it up,
Thank you for
a number
stopping
has been done
by.
to this mirror. Because of this, Edgar had to replace some parts, but nevertheless, the toy still works. In this short clip, he
Man,
shows
the
the
fact
toy
that
once
they
again,
still have
as
the
viewers
toy.
want to see if it gives the same
Oh.
responses as last time. But as he films, he gets this.
Puta, sí tengo miedo.
Oh, it has no doors. It's all messed up.
Hola, bienvenido al Castillo de los Sueños del Espejo Mágico.
Hola.
Hola, encantado de conocerte.
Gracias, a mí igual. Me da gusto.
Eres muy divertido. ¿Tienes una fiesta?
No, no tengo fiesta. ¿Tú tienes?
No sé. Cuando me levanté, te vi a ti.
Ay, vas y chingas a tu madre.
Oh, wow.
Just like before, the toy talks back at the right time, as though responding like a real person. The fact that it also says responses different from before has convinced the family that it's unlike any other toy. They think that it might be cursed or haunted. Whatever the case might be, they don't want to mess with it and think it's best if they keep it away from their home. To this day, the family has yet to know what exactly is going on with this toy.
Wow.
On a Thursday afternoon, a mother walks out of a house in a panic frenzy, as it was just then that something baffling had occurred. Outside on the back patio, the family's dog started acting strange. They were barking at something that didn't appear to be there. Although unfazed by the dog's behavior, considering that they often do this in the back patio, the mother decides to record this video, and for good reason. Whenever their dog starts to act up, something very strange happens. As the mother takes this video to show others what usually happens, this is captured.
Look, you guys, it rocks, but then it stops on its own when I come outside. Let's see if I could get it on camera. There's like no wind. That's I know, Blue, someone's there, huh? I know it.
Is it gonna start rocking
I don't know why
again?
it does that. It does it every time, you guys. This is the third time. I can't believe I caught it on camera. Sick on Blue. Creepy, right? Katie, I guess I do have a ghost, babe. Get him, Blue. I'm shutting the door.
She could
As
have
many
easily
have
just
stated,
like
if it
moved the
wasn't for the
chair
dog's
and
reaction,
then turn
this
the
wouldn't have been
camera
as
on.
strange. Clearly, something had set off the dog. The chair suddenly stopping on its own, coupled with the dog's behavior, has led viewers to believe that this was paranormal. The mother who took this thinks so, but any ideas on what exactly had been on the chair remains unknown. Whether supernatural or not, this video remains a mystery. It's nighttime in the following footage when a baby monitor inside a child's crib captures something that its parents have been worried about. It was all caught on the night of October 23rd of 2023. Suffice to say,
that's
their
a new one,
concerns have
2023.
intensified after seeing what was captured. Even worse is that after this incident, their oldest child, who's only a year older, did this. Now, before showing the clip, it's worth noting that they were being babysat by a relative who recorded the whole incident. Take a look.
Shy. Cheyenne.
See, I have memories of when I was in a walker, which is kind of creepy. Like, I remember the whole thing. I have weird memories. I know most people can't remember that far back.
Now, what's concerning about this is that the parents have seen this behavior before in the house they used to live in. The house in question is where this footage took place, and it's what happens in it that made them move out. Living in their old home, their children used to stare at things that didn't appear to be there. Sometimes they would start crying after staring at nothing. Something was upsetting them, but the parents weren't sure what exactly that was until they saw this.
Seeing something,
After
something
watching
has
countless
to be there.
recordings from the baby monitor inside their youngest child's crib, one video caught their attention. The following is that video. Watch.
Yo. Okay. Okay. Listen. That's creepy. That's actually really creepy. Oh, and it's still there. It's just hovering over the crib.
It's for this reason, among others, that the family has moved out of this house. They believe that what was captured had been the spirit or entity that's been upsetting their children. Replaying the footage, one can tell that this black, shadowy mass is anything but a person. The way it glides past the crib and the fact that it flies towards the ceiling suggests that this was something else. Whatever this might have been, the parents hope that it hasn't made its way into their new home. If so, then they don't know what else to do. For now, the family continues to share videos of paranormal happenings from their past home in the hopes that someone could explain what's happening and see if anything must be done
It looks like
to
a
keep them
shadow,
safe.
not really anything in particular though. Like, you can't tell if it's a person or not.
This next video was taken at a storage facility where a father owns a storage unit containing obscure vintage items. The facility is well known for being creepy, but it's the contents of this unit that's by far the creepiest. Among all things inside is a toy monkey that the father knows is worth a lot of money. Although initially not wanting to sell the doll, he now hopes that someone would buy it off his hands as soon as possible. Ever since having it,
It looks
the
like
stuff
something
inside
out
his
of
unit
Dr.
would move
Seuss,
on
but
their
like a
own.
horror
Now, noise
horror
complaints would often be
version of
made by
it.
employees who accuse the man of living in his storage. But after setting up a camera to show that it's the stuff inside being thrown around, he captures this.
Oh, damn. Oh no. It's like looking around. Oh my god.
Like something straight out of a horror movie, the toy doll moves on its own. The staff working at the storage facility were just as spooked as the man who owns this unit. He believes that this is the culprit behind the strange noises employees heard. While there has yet to be a prospective buyer for this doll, the man continues to document the monkey on the off chance that something else is caught on camera. But currently, nothing else has happened. As always, let me know your thoughts on this one.
No way. No way.
On the night of May 10th of 2024, a mother's looking at her child through a Ring camera when something happens that scares the living daylights out of her. Veronica Alba, who submitted this video, writes that she was watching over her child from a different part of the house. She was upstairs, getting her 2-year-old ready for bed. Her 4-year-old, who was downstairs, was waiting for her to come back. But during this time, something happens that Veronica can't explain. Mind you, that no one else was home except Veronica and her 2 children. This is her footage. Watch.
Yeah.
Be careful.
I hear a music box.
It's me, Snoopy.
The kid looks so confused. The fuck? It sounds like somebody's crying in the other room.
Be careful, don't fall.
I almost wonder if he's not hearing it though.
Now Veronica writes that she didn't hear the screams on camera till much later. It was only after playing the footage from the cam that she heard it. According to her, a woman's voice is heard from inside the house, sounding as though she's crying or in total distress. She doesn't think that it came from outside, considering that the voice echoes within the walls of her home. How she didn't hear this when it happened baffles her, but the fact that it came from downstairs where her child was alone makes her feel very unsettled.
Like it came from a different
Without
room.
knowing where the voice came from, she continues to be on edge, hoping that it doesn't happen again.
Number 2.
On a Thursday afternoon, somewhere in Texas, a woman named Kiki Clemens begins to freak out. She tries her best to keep calm, but considering what just happened, she just can't. Something very strange had just occurred in her backyard, and so she records this video on the off chance that no one would believe her. Even before this, there were countless times when she knew that something wasn't right with her home, particularly the small shed in the back.
The light is off. Everything is super tight locked.
Despite being vacant or deprived of any tenants, her dog Dutch would always stare at the shed. There hasn't been a time when Dutch would not look at the space. Whenever she does, it's with complete focus. As Kiki states, she's always locked in, looking at something that doesn't appear to be there. Now Kiki definitely finds this strange, but it never occurred to her that something spooky would ever happen until recently. On a certain day, while playing with her dog out in the back, the door to the shed suddenly flings open.
Oh?
Terrified beyond belief, she cautiously walks over and records this video. Take a look.
That was hella weird.
That dog really hates that shed.
There's literally no way that door just opened by itself.
It's kind of weird how the light's on in it, on the outside.
Yo, like, I really don't get freaked out, but that was really just... That door has a keypad lock on it. Like, and it's actually hard to get in. Dutch, where are you going? Don't leave me.
It's kind of weird how we didn't see it swing open.
There's like... What? Why did you just jump like that?
Why did... Baby!
He's like, I'm not sure about going in there.
Y'all, do you see her?
She's like, no, I'm not going in.
What the f is going on? Yo!
It's unclear why, but Dutch is looking at a certain spot behind the door. Clearly, no one is there, given that no feet or shoes are seen below the doorframe when Kiki approaches the shed. If no one is there, then what is?
Yeah, he really
It doesn't
like
seem
that
obvious,
door.
but one thing that many viewers have pointed out, which freaked out Kiki upon realizing, is the fact that Dutch is looking past the door's height. Whatever is there, according to viewers, must be tall. Considering that Kiki thinks something supernatural had occurred, she believes that something was actually there that only Dutch could see. To this day, her dog continues to look at the space as if scared by something that can't be seen.
Damn. Number 1.
On June 4th of 2024, a video was taken inside a public restroom where something pretty creepy took place. The man who recorded this is known as Axel Loza, and based on his voice alone, you can tell that he's deeply troubled by something. Axel states that no one else is in the restroom except him. Now this is odd, considering that he just heard noises coming from one of the stalls, but each one is empty. So, as an attempt to get this on camera, he begins to record and captures this.
No, quiero que vean. Estoy ahorita en el baño de la universidad.
Just recording ghost activity in the bathroom. Nothing creepy here.
Acabo de terminar de hacer el baño. Y pues estaba todo normal. Pero ahorita están ruidos raros. Y se está tocando la puerta, pero quiero que vean que pues no hay nada. Vean, ahí está mi reflejo. Pero vean de este lado, pues aquí no hay nada, vean. Acá.
Okay, so he's in there by himself.
Aquí tampoco hay nada. Aquí pues tampoco, vean. Y acá el lugar es bastante pequeño y está mi reflejo. Pero vean, uy. ¿Escucharon?
That could be someone banging on the front door, though. Yeah, it sounds like somebody pounding on the outside front door.
¿Escucharon?
Oh shit, never mind.
No hay nada.
He didn't even see it. Oh my god. Yo.
As if it wasn't already startling to hear the banging noises, we see this. A face suddenly appearing in a stall that was clearly empty.
That is insane.
It happens quickly, but not so fast that we miss it. Only do we realize what was seen until after it happens. Or at least, that's what happened with Axel. It was only after reviewing the footage that he noticed the face. Just like viewers, he was left terrified by what was caught behind the door. Like something out of a nightmare, a pale face with wide open eyes just disappears without a trace. Now Axel hasn't said much or given updates on this occurrence, but with or without further context, the video itself is still pretty terrifying.
It's creepy because they always say that when you see a ghost apparition, their eyes are always white. They don't have like pupils.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Also, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe and make sure to hit the bell icon so you don't miss any uploads in the future.
So that was
be sure to check out the official TikTok account for this channel.
BizarreBub.
That being said,
Wonderful channel. Lots of creepy stuff.